What's going on, everybody? This is Super Robot Ed, and we've got some small news today so far. So, Takara Tomy Transformers is releasing their EarthSpark versions of Deluxe, Prowl, and Slash. Now, the Slash is the one that turns to the motorcycle. He's got more of an anime accurate deco, and the Prowl, interesting enough, in the EarthSpark line is not using the redeco of the Hot Rod mold. Instead, they are using a redeco of the Cyberverse Deluxe Prowl mold. And it's just a paint redeco. Everything is pretty much the same. Prowl is interesting because that Cyberverse Prowl does look a lot like a G1 Prowl. So we're going to look at some pictures and just sum it up. Now, I don't do EarthSpark. I'm just not into the cartoon, nothing. I know it's other things that people have said. And look, I don't get into all that anyway, but I don't watch shovelware cartoons. I just don't, But here's the motorcycle, and I'm guessing that this looks very close to how he looks in the show. I really haven't seen the regular version, but I guess this is it. And collectors of this line can definitely tell me if it is or it isn't. But it does look, with the paint apps and everything, it looks nicer. Kind of reminds me of the old days of going from like Henkei to classics and things like that. So, and yeah, he turns from the motorcycle to this robot. I think that's pretty cool. Now onto the Prowl, and you'll notice he has the same alt mode as the Cyberverse Deluxe, and we'll see there weren't so many changes. Like on the hood was repainted. There's some extra paint apps on the back hood or something, and then of course instead of the kind of like bluish tint gray, he's now more of a gray, and you can see it here. The deco looks fantastic. I mean, they could kind of use this for like Legacy or whatever is going to be next for a new Prowl, because this one actually looks good. I'm impressed, but I'm not going to buy it. So overall, this EarthSpark stuff is pretty cool. I've seen a lot of designs. They look good, but it's just not my cup of tea. Like, I won't spend my money on everything. Not especially Transformers. There's so much of the stuff I want to buy. If it ain't the stuff that the more mainline stuff for me, which would be the Legacy or Studio Series stuff, I don't kind of step into that. There are a couple of Cyberverse toys I have, like RC. I thought that was a pretty good mold. I have a couple. They're floating around, but for the most part, it's just not my cup of tea. That's all. All right. So I know people have this weird thing about the cartoon. Please don't come at me at that. I'm not going to hear that. I just don't have time to watch it. So what are your thoughts? Leave it down in the comments below. Do you like the choices that Takara has made or have not? Well, of course, as always, this is Super Robot Ed, bringing more news and reviews. Until then, we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.